video, I'm going to showcase tips and tricks on how to use Cosmos, the classroom companion, to assist you throughout the course of the semester. So let's jump in. I'm going to go ahead and skip typing in the text box and move forward into activating voice mode. Voice mode will allow us a continuous conversation with a variety of diverse subject matter. For this video, I'm going to record everything in real time so you know how quick the responsiveness of the app is. So let's jump in. Hey Cosmos, I want to study ancient Greece. What page is this on? And can you give me a 3-sentence summary on the topic?
Pause up, let's wag through ancient Greece. In the New Humanities Book 5.3, you'll find ancient Greece starting on page 47. In a nutshell, ancient Greece emerging in the Archaic period around 800 BC gave rise to the polis city-state and shaped politics, philosophy, and art.
I want to learn more about the major philosophical thinkers at this time. Can you tell me more about them and find a way to help me remember these philosophers? Summarize in less than a paragraph.
Sit, stay, and let's sniff out some philosophy. In ancient Greece, the big philosophical pups were Socrates, who questioned everything, Plato, his student, who founded the academy and wrote about ideal forms, and Aristotle, who studied nature and logic, shaping scientific thought. Remember them by the mnemonic, some people act boldly. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Citation, New Humanities Book 5.3, page 66.
All right, I want to activate interactive mode. I want you to show me the interior of the Titanic in a point of view setting, and we're going to talk about the 19th century.
Of course, here's a great visual for you. Check out this Titanic point of view tour. This is a youtube.com/watchvy2fi9b. Once you've taken a look, we can dive into the big waves of 19th century history.
I'm going to click the link.
Exactly. Once you click the link,
once we're there, we're going to take a look. There we go. I am in the interior of the Titanic. Now tell me a little bit of a background of the 19th century and summarize it in one paragraph.
Positively exciting. As you step into the Titanic's grand interior, remember the 19th century was a time of immense change. The Industrial Revolution powered Europe and the US forward, with steamships and railroads reshaping travel and industry. Political revolutions like the American and French challenged old monarchies, while new philosophies, sciences, and global exploration set the stage for modernity. Citation, New Humanities Book 5.3. Mnemonic. Think revolution, railroads, exploration, voting rights, urbanization, science, industry.
All right, thank you. I want you to put me in the middle of a war zone. How about the Civil War?
Oof, I know that can be heavy, so I'll keep us grounded in historical detail. Here's a link to a Civil War battle point of view tour.
All right, click the link.
Once you've seen it, we can walk through the causes, events, and impact of the Civil War, all tied to our class materials.
All right, I'm going to activate sound for this one.
Go for it. Once you have the sound on, take your time to soak in the atmosphere, and after, I'll help you connect those Civil War events to the bigger picture.
All right, looks like I'm in a trench.
Exactly. Imagine the tension and chaos of those battlefield lines. The Civil War, as our textbook explains, was a turning point sparked by issues of slavery and states' rights, and it reshaped American society, politics, and the future course of the nation. Citation, New Humanities Book 5.368. Mnemonic, fire, fighting over slavery, industrial change, reconstruction, and emancipation.
All right, you know what? I'm really interested in learning more about science. Can we jump into the solar system? Show me a video of the solar system in 360 degrees, and I want to see the planets, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it more in detail.
Absolutely. Here's a fantastic video that takes you on a journey through the solar system. youtube.com/watchvs97tojohh. Once you've watched it, give us around each planet. We can orbit around each planet, and I'll help break down how...
Can you give me some musical inspiration for watching this video?
Yes. Let's explore the solar system with some tunes. Based on the recommended music from your Spotify, I will play The Blue Danube by Strauss. You can let those sweeping melodies guide you as we explore the solar system.
All right, I'm getting a visual of Earth, and then we're zooming out into the solar system. Now I have a question. When the scientists or the astronomers, when they first were looking at the stars, did they recognize that the sun moved around the planets or the other way around?
Oh, great question. No bones about it. For a long time, astronomers thought the Earth was the center of the universe, a model called geocentrism, championed by Ptolemy. But in the 16th century, Copernicus unleashed a solar-centric model. And later, Galileo's observations with the telescope confirmed it. Our planets orbit the sun.
All right. I'm really interested in learning more about ancient Egypt. Can you send me a point of view walking tour video of Egypt? We'll talk more about it.
You got it. Here's a great video that takes you on a walking tour of Egypt. www.com/watchvzgwncvnqk2. Once you watch it, we can stroll through the pyramids,
clicking
temples.
the link, and we are moving forward. I have an advertisement, so I gotta wait until that's over. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the tour. I'm just gonna fast forward here.
Exactly.
Now I'm seeing something really interesting. I'm seeing these large pillars. I'm walking through large pillars, and there's these hieroglyphics on these big pillars. Where exactly am I, and what are these called?
You're walking through the Karnak temple complex in Luxor. Those massive pillars are part of the Great Hypostyle Hall, filled with stunning hieroglyphs and carvings. It was a major religious center dedicated to the god Amun, and it was built and expanded over centuries. Citation New Humanities, Book 5369.
All right, all of this is interesting, but I want to prepare for the midterm. Can you provide me two multiple choice questions? Don't share the answers and focus on the Renaissance.
Positively, let's get those midterm muscles flexed. Here are two Renaissance-focused multiple choice questions. 1. Which Italian city is considered the cradle of the Renaissance, where artistic innovation first flourished? It was known as the father of humanism and was instrumental in reviving classical Latin texts during the Renaissance.
All right, so number 1 is Florence B, and number 2 is, we'll say, Leonardo da Vinci.
Nice try, just a little puppy nudge. Actually, Petrarch is the father of humanism. Leonardo da Vinci was a brilliant polymath, but humanism really took off with Petrarch's revival of classical texts. Keep that tail wagging.
All right, all of this is great. I really want to learn more about the Renaissance, but I want you to tell it to me in Italian.
Certo, con piacere. Il Rinascimento è emerso in Italia nel Quattrocento, iniziando a Firenze, ed è stato un periodo di incredibile fioritura delle
All right,
arti.
go ahead and stop. Tell me about the golden age of piracy, but read it like a pirate.
Ahoy there, matey. The golden age of piracy be sailing from the late 1600s to the early 1700s, when bold buccaneers roamed the Caribbean seas, plundering ships and hiding their loot in secret coves. Citation Experience Humanities, Roy Matthews et al.
All right, go ahead and stop. And that is an example of how you can use voice version to diversify your learning.